finally got my XT30 cables, so I'll have to put that back on to the drone. I already repaired the connections on the VTX. There was even a capacitor that was loose, but I got that back on. Took a little bit of work, but you can see I have the connections. I even powered it on, and I was able to receive video on my goggles. So I just need to get this power cable back on, this XT30, and I will be good. Let's install the new XT30 connector. So check a few of the contacts on the ESC for the motors, just to make sure everything is soldered properly. Good news, I was able to find some new screws online that are longer for attaching the canopy to the bottom frame. Here they are. This is the M2 that is 10mm long button head, and this is what it looks like. So it's much longer. And then we have, here's the one that I currently use. So you can see that it's shorter, and because I have a thicker frame on the drone, a millimeter thicker, I need a longer screw. But even with the original frame, it wasn't really that long anyways. So this will help. This will allow me to get the screw into the hole into the metal part of the frame that you see here. There's another threading in there, so you can get an idea um, how thick that bottom frame is compared to the thickness of the. If we look at it from the side, we can see how thick the metal frame is. Okay, so it's going to go through the carbon fiber bottom plate and into the threading on the metal one, and that was secure. So this is much longer. So I measured it. The threading on the base plate is 4mm thick, and the threading on the metal frame is also 4mm. So I needed about 8mm. So you see the 6mm wasn't long enough, really. So now with this 10mm long, it should go all the way through the bottom plate and into the threading on the metal frame. And that should help to secure the frame on there so that if it hits something, it doesn't come flying off and pulling off all the wires and everything. So let me get this set up, and then I'll go for a flight. Alright, the 4 10mm long screws are in. I had to use a different bit. I had to use a T5 instead of what I normally use, an H 1.5. So this is what I normally use to get everything screwed in. It's just a hex bit, but I had to use one of the star bits. And but that's fine. So they got in there, and there's enough threading to hold on to it, so that's good. So when the screws were pulled out in the crash, it didn't damage the threading all the way through. Um, so now this should hold.